Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Haunted America. On today's episode, we have two Reddit ghost stories to read for you guys. The first one is titled, Where Shadows Stay. And the second one is, I have a lot of stories I could tell. Without further ado, let's get right into this episode of Haunted America. If you have a story you would like read out loud on the podcast, you can email us that story at hauntedamericapodcast@gmail.com. That's hauntedamericapodcast@gmail.com. Let's get right into the first story. This one is titled, Where Shadows Stay. It's dated August 2nd, 2025. A real haunted mirror story from Myrtle's Plantation. Fun fact, Myrtle's Plantation is in St. Francisville, Louisiana. And your boy here is a brand new resident of the state of Louisiana. Okay, we'll get back into it. In a quiet town of St. Francisville, Louisiana, stands an old mansion called Myrtle's Plantation, often known as one of America's most haunted houses. The house was built in 1796 and has witnessed many tragic events. But one story has continued to frighten people for over a century. The story of the mirror that never lets go. In the 1800s, the Woodruff family lived in the mansion. One day, tragedy struck when Sarah Woodruff and her two young daughters suddenly died. No one knows exactly how. Some say it was illness, others believe it was poison. According to old Southern customs, all mirrors in the house must be covered after someone dies, so their soul does not get trapped inside. But in this case, one mirror was left uncovered. And strange things began to happen. Guests and visitors have reported seeing tiny handprints on the mirror's surface, prints that cannot be wiped off. Some say they saw faces behind them in the reflection, even when they were alone. One woman said that when she looked into the mirror, her reflection smiled at her, even though she hadn't moved. Many people have also said that they felt an uncomfortable coldness near the mirror, or a strange feeling that they were being watched. Some even claimed to see the reflection move slightly after they had already turned away. Paranormal investigators have studied the mirror many times. They used EMF detectors, heat sensors, and voice recorders. The results are unusual cold spots. Energy spikes and even a chilling whisper recorded in a child's voice were still here. Creepy as hell. A psychic who once visited the plantation stood in front of the mirror and began crying. She said the souls of Sarah and her daughters were trapped in the glass, confused and unaware that they were dead. Some believe it's not just haunted. They say the mirror itself is alive, that it watches people, remembers them, and sometimes takes a piece of them, a visitor once wrote. For days after visiting, every mirror I looked at felt wrong, like something was still following me. The mirror still hangs inside Myrtle's Plantation. Tourists are allowed to stand in front of it, if they dare. So the next time you see reflection, ask yourself, is that really you, or something waiting to take your place? Very interesting little haunting going on at this place, right? The fact that their spirits could be trapped inside that mirror because it was the only one left uncovered after they had passed. Seeing your reflection smile at you even though you haven't moved your face. Just very creepy. I would love to go visit Myrtle's plantation here one day. And actually, really quick, bear with me. We're doing this in real time. We are doing this in real time. I want to see how far away this Myrtle's plantation is from me. 55 minutes. Less than an hour. 55 minutes. That's kind of crazy. That's pretty close. Maybe a boy goes visit there one day. Let's get on to this next story. This one is titled, I Have a Lot of Stories I Could Tell. I'll just start off by saying I grew up in a graveyard. I've been pronounced dead twice, and creepy shit happens to me all the time. I think things just seek me out. But here we go. I'll start off with one of the easier stories to tell. I was 12, and my little brother was 10. We shared a bedroom just off the living room. It was a peaceful night when we abruptly woke up at the same time. Confused, we just sat and listened, thinking maybe there was a car accident or something because I happened to live in the front of the house. People would have not been in the ditch. People would have not been in the ditch, and a lot of them wouldn't make it. Huh? Maybe I'm just reading too much into that. Maybe I'm messed up by reading that. I don't know. Anyways, we sat to listen. Within a couple minutes, we heard very light tapping on our door going tap, 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 bang. It scared the crap out of both of us. Right after the bang, the entire house went silent. By the time we got the courage to check outside the door, it was 4 a.m. Because I was oldest, I took charge and slowly opened the door. The moment the door cracked, a very cold gust of wind came through the door. I kept opening it nice and slow, and both my little brother and I saw a disheveled old man rocking in the chair that we kept in the corner of the living room. It just rocked, super slow, back and forth, until it noticed we are peeking outside the door. Once it noticed us, it looked up, and its head came off and flew towards our door? Huh? We slammed the door shut quickly as we could. The moment our door closed, there was a loud cackle and then another bang. We couldn't sleep after that, so we sat and waited for our parents to get up. They didn't believe us until they saw the scratch marks on our door. It looked like someone took a screwdriver and dug into the wood. After that, Bibles and crosses and stuff slowly started popping up throughout the house. I'm pretty sure my parents were trying to hide the fact that it freaked them out too. There you go, that's the easiest story I could tell, and it's true. To quote Kurt Angle, it's damn true. Well, shit. Yeah, that's pretty dang scary. I would like to hear more. The title of this is called I Have a Lot of Stories I Could Tell, so I would like to hear more if this is the kind of stuff that happens in this house. Very creepy. The fact that it took its head off and threw it at you and then cackled afterwards and then did another bang on the door. Like, and your parents didn't hear any of this. So this spirit or whatever it was targeting you and your little brother. Both, because both of you guys woke up at the same time to the same noise. Very creepy. Gave me chills. Let me know what you guys think about both the stories read in today's episode. And that is all the time we have on today's episode of Haunted America. If you have any stories that you would like to share with us and have read on the next episode of America's Encounters, you can email us that story at hauntedamericapodcast@gmail.com. That's hauntedamericapodcast@gmail.com. Until the next time, I am your host, Dalton Taylor, And this has been Haunted America.